Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time I'm going to talk about what happened today in 2024 NBA playoffs, day 7. Where today we had another two games where in the first game the Pacers defeated 121 to 118 the Milwaukee Bucks, where the game was sent to overtime and was defined in the last second of the game. And with this score, the Pacers took the lead of the series to 0, and this was the best game of the day. And it was the first game in playoffs in the 2024 playoffs that was sent to overtime. And in the second game, the Dallas Mavericks defeated 101 to 90 the Clippers, and with this victory, the Dallas Mavericks took advantage of 2-1 in the series, and they are playing a very great basketball, especially in the defense side, where they led the 100 points to the Clippers. And the big difference here was that the Mavericks play a tremendous basketball level in the second quarter, and that was the reason why they won. And in the third game, they had finished a few minutes ago. The Minnesota Timberwolves defeating 126 to 109 the Phoenix Suns, and with this victory, the Timberwolves have a little 2-0, and it looks like the Timberwolves are going to sweep this series the next Sunday or Monday when they're going to play the game 4. So I'm going to talk about a little more about each game. Let's start with the first game. Pacers 121, Milwaukee Bucks 118. This game, to be honest, in the first half, the Indiana Pacers dominated this game, and they had a more 10 points lead. Where, to be honest, I thought that the game was over in the halftime and in the first minutes of the third quarter. But in the last minutes of the third quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks reduced the game to a 7-point difference, and the fourth quarter was a tremendous basketball level where the Bucks reduced the lead. They took advantage, but in the next time the Indiana Pacers took again the advantage, and the game was sent to overtime where Chris Middleton played a tremendous basketball level where he tied the game. Later he again tied the game in overtime, but for the Pacers, the Tyrese Halliburton won the game with the last basketball of the game. That he scored the last basketball of the game, and he played a tremendous basketball level because he made a triple double, especially the 16 assists that he made, and this was a tremendous basketball level. And in the end, the Pacers took advantage of this. Who I told you, the Indiana Pacers played a tremendous basketball level, especially in the first quarter, in the first half, where they were leading in the first half, 67 to 55 for 12 points difference, where especially in the first quarter, where they scored 39 points. For how I told you, in the third quarter, in the second half, the Milwaukee Bucks played a tremendous basketball level where they reduced the game to a 7-point difference. The Indiana Pacers were leading 90 to 80 to 83 by 7 points. How I told you, in the fourth quarter the game was very close, and Middleton forced overtime with a triple that he made. In the overtime, the game was very close, where again the Middleton scored another triple to tie the game. But in the last Pacer position, Tyrese Halliburton throw a field goal, almost a layout that he put advantage the Pacers. The Middleton had an opportunity to tie the game and send the game to overtime. He couldn't. In the end, the Indiana Pacers won the game and took the lead of the series. And in the second game, the Dallas Mavericks defeated 101 to 90 the Los Angeles Clippers. About this game, the Dallas Mavericks have been playing at tremendous basketball level since the game 2 or 3. But in these both games, the Dallas Mavericks have allowed less than 100 points that for the Los Angeles Clippers score. And those two things to say: Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving have been playing at a tremendous basketball level, especially Luka Doncic in the defense side, because he's more known because he's a tremendous offense player, but he has been a very great defense work in this playoff. How I told you, the big difference was in the second quarter, where the Dallas Mavericks took advantage of 18-point difference, and they reduced the game to a 30-point difference, because remember that they lose the first quarter by 5-point difference, 18-23. They took advantage in the second half, where they played its best basketball ever, where they won the quarter 36-18. They were leading by 15-point difference, and they held it all this leading, but in the end, and they won the game 101-90. About the Clippers, remember that the Kawhi Leonard played 25 minutes, but he used to score 9 points. But to be honest, Kawhi Leonard is not in the best fit in this moment, and he's not helping the Clippers. Even he's causing some problems to the Clippers, because he's not 100% to win, to play in this game, because he look that he's injured. Maybe he's injured because he's nick, and he's not 100% to play this kind of games. Remember that he didn't play in the game 1, and the Clippers won it, and the Kawhi Leonard has played the game 2 and 3, and the Clippers have lost both games. So maybe Kawhi Leonard is not 100% to play this kind of game. He need to rest maybe the next game, and maybe the Clippers are gonna to improve its basketball level. About this series, the Dallas Mavericks took advantage of this series 2-1, and they are going to play the next game in Dallas. And the last game that has finished a few minutes ago, the Minnesota Timberwolves defeated 126-109 the Phoenix Suns. About this game, the first half the Phoenix Suns competed, and they were playing a very good basketball level. But to be honest, the Minnesota Timberwolves are better team than the Phoenix Suns. They took the lead of the game in the second quarter, and they held it all the game, and that wasn't enough to win the game. The Timberwolves were leading in the halftime, 59-53 by 6-point difference. But again, like what happened in the game 2, the Minnesota Timberwolves played better in the second half. What they all played and they scored the Phoenix Suns, they increased the lead to a 20 to a 22 points difference in the end of the quarter, and that was enough to win the game. In the fourth quarter, in the first minutes of the fourth quarter, the Minnesota Timberwolves relaxed its basketball level. They put to play a lot of bench players, and for that reason, the Phoenix Suns reduced the game to a 10-point difference. But in the last minutes of the game, the Minnesota Timberwolves put to play some starting players, and in the end, they won the game 126-109. Now, with this victory, the Timberwolves are leading the series 2-0, and the most probably is that the Timberwolves are going to receive this series. A lot of people is not talking about what is happening with the Phoenix Suns, because they are in this moment in the same situation that the Lakers, because the Lakers and the Suns are the only two teams that have not won any game in this first round in these playoffs, and it looks like that both teams are going to be swept. The Lakers will sweep tomorrow, and the Suns are going to sweep the next Sunday, and maybe both teams are going to make a lot of change in this offseason. So what's next? Tomorrow we'll have 4 games, where the first game, the Orlando Magic will receive the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Orlando and the 13 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that the Cleveland Cavaliers are leading the series 2-1 against the Magic. I think that the Magic are going to take advantage, because they are going to play in home. So I think the Magic are going to win this game by 5 or 10-point difference. In the second game, the Pelicans are going to receive the Oklahoma City Thunder in New Orleans, and 15:30 Eastern time. Remember, the Oklahoma City Thunder did the series 2-0. About this series, I think that the Pelicans are going to win this game, because they will play in home, and they will win the first game of the series, and they will win this game by 1 or 3-point difference. In the third game of the day, the Miami Heat will receive the Boston Celtics, and Miami and 18 o'clock Eastern time. Remember that this series is tied in this moment where the Miami Heat did a surprise, and in the second game they defeated the Boston Celtics. I think that the Boston Celtics learn the lesson and learn the lesson and what happened in the game two, and then I think that the Celtics are gonna to adjust his basketball level, and they're gonna to win this game by 10 or more point difference, and they will take the lead of the series. And the last game of the day, my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, will receive the Denver Nuggets, and the Crypto.com in Los Angeles, California, and 20:30 Eastern Time. Remember that the Nuggets are leading the series 3-0, so I think that the Lakers don't have anything to win this game against the Nuggets, because the Lakers can compete, but in the end the Nuggets are better players because they have better players, better role players, and better head coach or coaches than the Lakers, and they want to defeat the Lakers and sweep this series and qualify to the next round. So I think that the Lakers are going to lose this game by 10 or more by 10 point difference, and the Nuggets are going to sweep this series, to win it 4-0 and sweep this series. So in this video, what's my opinion about what happened today, where we have three games. Where in the first game the Pacers defeated the Bucks in overtime and took the lead of the series 2-1. In the second game, the Dallas Mavericks defeated the Clippers and took the lead of the series 2-1. And in the last game, the Timberwolves defeated the Suns and took a 3-0 lead in the series, and they are almost qualified to the next round. So this is all for today. See you next video. Gibran.